The Real X Dog, Real Dog, Real Profit.
SmackDown, the A show.
No. How Dave Tony got his job?
A summoner has disconnected.
Record, edit, sleep, repeat. What do YouTube? This is your boy Diakis. And yes, I am with the Real Wrestling Crew. And we would like to welcome you to Real Wrestling episode 57. My name's Diakis. Yet again. Introduce yourselves in an orderly fashion, please.
The Real Profit Dog.
God damn it, he's back! He's back! No!
The concept.
Go ahead.
Alright. Elimination Chamber, or was that, as I like to call it in Germany, No Escape, 2017 happened like a week ago. About a week ago. And he ain't never getting out. Anyway. Let's get some scores, everybody.
9.5. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I think I gave it a 9 out of 10 if I remember correctly.
I think I gave it I give it. Those 2 matches alone, I give it 8.
No Diakis math this time because of time constraints, so I'm going with my Diakis review score of 9 out of 10. Alright.
I gave the lowest score, but I don't remember much of it.
My problem is the whole week off on that.
Yeah, it sort of killed the hype on it. Like,
What I do remember is they basically did almost everything that I wanted to see happen. Especially the main event.
What I do like about this show that it proved that they actually have a women's division. Unlike the other show, they only got like 3 women. I think they're more on that show, but I only see 3.
I see 4 of them, but one of them's just constantly in squash matches.
And,
And I'm sort of scared to call her a woman.
and the other one got GTA by Bailey.
And everybody else is hurt or Emma.
Who? Whatever Monica is this time.
She's gonna switch it up again. She's gonna be Emma.
She's Emma.
She's gonna be crazy dancing Emma. Then she's gonna change back to evil Emma. Then go to Emmalina.
I think that's what they should just do. Just have her with 3 gimmicks. But anyway, that's the other show.
Like a Pokemon shit. All right. Let's go. Let's go into the pre-show. Why not? Mojo Rawley versus Kurt Hawkins. Any opinion of this match?
I don't watch those shows.
It was okay.
Like Gohan said,
I watched it. I'll explain what happened. It was sort of funny to see like Kurt Hawkins do like Edge's moves and stuff. He tried to go for a spear. He did the downward spiral. He did a lot of Edge like things in this match. But I think Mojo Rawley really showed out. His offense is really ridiculous. Especially that spin out. What is it? It's a tornado power slam finisher. That was hilarious. The forearm in the corner, then that's disgusting.
hey, I'm glad they at least giving those guys something to do.
It was a decent match.
I mean, that's all I can say for them. At least they give them something.
And Kurt Hawkins' voiceover, it goes over his entrance music. He doesn't even talk now.
They jobbed out his gimmick. Alright, let's go to the main card. Becky Lynch versus Mickie James.
It was a very technical match.
Yeah. Good little match.
I technically busted a nut in this match.
I remember one of the jokes going around the match like, why is Alexa Bliss why is Becky Lynch beating out Alexa Bliss' mom? Then I realized, like, oh yeah, a lot of these fans probably don't even remember Mickie James being in the company. I'm like, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, she left in 2010. I didn't realize it was that long.
Cause first they're like 2010 ain't that long ago. Now I'm like, damn, it's 2017.
Yeah.
We close to 2020. So like, it has been quite a long time, but.
2010 still feels like it was 2 years ago. About 2 or 3 years ago. No,
Yeah.
it was 7 years ago.
I'm fucking old, man. Shit.
I learned that when I listened to the radio. I'm like, what the hell is this shit going on?
What the fuck is this?
Well, like this matchup here, like I said, Becky Lynch doing her thing, and Mickie James. First of all, which makes me think about the other show. Since it'll be a super show, makes me wonder about the other part timer where he actually won the title. So Mickie James up here put over Becky. So I guess so. I guess
Yeah,
she
it's
just
a good
kind of
match.
Becky till it goes up.
Mickey worked on her arm for a little bit.
All I gotta say is she wrestles pretty good for somebody that got hit by a train.
Yeah, I know, right?
And Becky was about counter roll up.
Yeah.
Not
That was a great pin, a very great pin. That was
The roll up, the greatest pins ever.
that was
The
no
roll
roll
up.
up. That was like a missionary style pin. I'm being serious. Look back at the match. It looked like she put the bitch in missionary.
The double entendres here, man.
Ain't my fucking fault. She did it. Shit. I'm just calling what I see.
I thought she beat her with a backslide.
Nah, she beat that bitch with a missionary pin. That's why I called him the Diakis review.
Yeah.
Watch that
Yeah,
shit!
They had a roll up, like a roll up counter fest, and then it ended with what Daniel described.
The
What
missionary.
Diakis described.
That's what. Look at the match and tell me what you see. I don't know the technical name for it, so I'm gonna call it what I think it is. I'm like Michael Cole.
Everything that's
What a
the name-
maneuver!
Everything that's the name of for real. Missionary style pin.
Oh, wait, no, I swore she beat her with a backslide.
Nah, that was one of the pinch. I think someone went for a backslide in that match though. Okay,
I thought she got to win that or a jackknife. It was one of them.
No, I wasn't a jackknife cover.
What is
either.
Karen Quads now?
Nah.
All right, let's move on to the next match. Damn, tongue tied. Kalisto and Apollo Crews versus Dolph Ziggler.
Man, it's just fucking stupid.
Terrible.
It was. What are you talking about?
No one looked better.
The beginning of the match was great.
Yeah, the match was terrible. The extracurricular wasn't.
I'm talking about the booking is retarded. You got two babyface ganging up on the hill. I'm like, this is booked so ass backwards.
Well, you can blame D-Brown for that.
I actually care about Dolph Ziggler.
They do.
I guess that was their goal. I guess they turned him heel, and I care about it because I felt it was unfair for him to have to fight two people.
Of course, you always side with the heels, but regardless.
No, I don't give two fucks about Dolph Ziggler, but look at the story they're telling. I'm like,
Well, that wasn't their fault.
I should root for the babyface because he's the heel because he's the one who got to overcome the odds here.
You gotta blame D-Brown. What they didn't want to double team.
When has that ever happened where they book two baby faces against one heel, and I'm supposed to root for the baby faces?
I know they have a serotonin attitude there where
Dolph fixed it. I know he did. When Kalisto came out, he dropped his ass, and we had
funny.
a decent little one-on-one match.
But I know they have a serotonin attitude there, like especially when the heels get theirs. Usually when you had to face commissioner or somebody like that, book a match like that.
Yeah, but they usually have a way out of it though, a way to flip it.
Usually outside interference comes
Or they'll
up.
beat up one of the dudes before the match started backstage.
Like Dolph
This time
did.
Dolph just waited till he came out.
That shit was funny. Lucha, nah, nigga.
But I don't get if Dolph was gonna turn heel and he wasn't gonna get back in the major storylines with everybody else, I don't get it.
Here's what I don't get.
Is he supposed to be elevating Apollo Crews and Kalisto?
It seems
Because
like
nobody gives a fuck about those two.
Doesn't seem like
And
it to me. Not,
it's booking fault, not theirs.
I don't know how you elevate somebody beating them into the ground with a chair.
I mean,
I don't get this whole. I don't get none of this. I really don't.
one more thing about like why did they call Apollo Crews up so fast? But then on the other side, I look at somebody who was green as fuck, and they got Braun Strowman over like hell on Raw.
Alexa Bliss, that's another one. Why was she called up so fast? Well, I see why.
I see why.
We'll get to her later. But,
I see why, but
I wanna
you may
get
be
to
thinking
her
of
now.
different reasons, but
well, I know the main reason. Same reason Mojo got called
hey,
up.
but she also, but also the other thing, at least Alexa Bliss also knows one thing about WWE. She knows how to make sure she knows how to mug for a camera.
Alexa Bliss is a star. But anyway, I'm talking about this fucking. I don't get none of this. Like,
I don't either. Like,
Kalisto should be in the cruiserweight division where he would shine.
no, he wouldn't.
Well, not no more. Cause Neville there.
I was gonna be shining Neville boots.
I'm sorry, King Neville.
King Neville, there you go. You gotta get that correct.
I apologize to King Neville.
There you go.
But
Cause Neville gonna put.
technically that counts as the other
King
show.
Neville.
Cause
But-
Neville's gonna put Kalisto on the other side of the wall. And whoever the other dude is, I'm surprised he's still in the country. Was it Jinder Mahal, whatever it is?
Apollo
No,
Crews,
Mustafa Ali. I'm like, oh yeah, he's still in the country, so.
What about Davari? Davari should be gone too. Shit.
But he better not trouble with WWE outside of America, but you ain't getting back in.
Damn Perkins.
And I forgot, damn, Sami Zayn too.
All of them leave.
Samoa Joe packing his bags.
It's pretty bad when the heel beat both faces with a chair
Yeah.
and they say thank you, Dolph.
Exactly.
And I'm like, wait a minute, y'all wanted Dolph gone. Dolph turns here. This is a match for...
That same thing happened with the Usos. They turned heel and all of a sudden they got cheered in
It's the-
Birmingham.
It's the problem. It's the problem with these guys. Like Dolph was a face so long, and he was boring as fuck. We just wanted him to change because we actually like the dude. Well, I don't like him anymore, but I can't wait for him to go here because like maybe he'd be interesting again. He turned heel. He's likable now.
The problem is, as a heel, when he was a face, he came off as a heel with Rusev. Now he's a heel. He comes off as a face because he's getting a handicap match. I'm like, what is it with Dolph? They call it paradoxes or something.
But at the point he just brought up with the Uso was boring as fuck too. They turned heel. They likable. And
Yeah,
think
they
about
do.
it. Like that's why sometimes you just gotta change the character, not change him heel or face. Because if you would have just changed Dolph's character, where he would have still been a face, people probably would have started to cheer for him more,
Nope.
and they would have suited right.
No, I doubt it.
I doubt it too. I'm just trying.
God damn it.
Apparently, heel is the new face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now the Usos doing promos out of the back of truck trailers.
I mean, everybody knew they even survived the face because they were just so ridiculous and got over as heels that their transition was just easy. They just knew their stuff without insulting the city it was in.
Speaking of transitions, let's transition to the next match. The Tag Team Turmoil match. What the teams are.
I hated this match.
Breezango, Heath Slater Rhino, Vaudevillains, the Usos, the Ascension, and American Alpha. For the Tag Team Championships.
Hey,
SmackDown.
The right team
Heath and
won.
Rhino did alright. They went through 3 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least they got Breezango, but I mean, yeah.
I still remember that match they had.
Let me tell you something. Man, the tag team division suck, boy.
Yeah, no, both shows.
Boy, dude,
Both
it's
shows
suck.
dropping the ball.
Both shows.
Another thing
There's
is,
only one good on the main roster, there's only one good tag team to me, and that's American Alpha. I guess the New Day, they're entertaining, but I guess because they were champions so long.
well, Gallows and Anderson finally
Gallows and
got
Anderson
tired.
ain't shit.
They got buried.
I like Gallows and Anderson, but they ain't shit because they took so many L's, and now that the New Day ain't the champion no more, we can give them the belt.
They could utilize Breezango. They could be like Dolph Ziggler type heels instead of the damn Fashion Police. Because I still remember the match they had against the Usos on SmackDown during that first tournament. That was a good match because that was where I saw that super kick between the legs. That was they did really good.
Yeah, 'cause I thought he kicked him in the balls on that. But
Nah,
that was
right.
an amazing match. Like, man, they'll put everybody over in this match, and like, of course they're gonna lose, but I'm like, man, the Spirit Bulls who ain't getting on. Like, even on SmackDown, the Ascension can't get nothing. I'm like, what did somebody do something?
The Ascension are like the Atlanta Falcons, right?
Somebody,
Right now.
no. The Ascension there, you had to leave.
Yeah, the Ascension was dead from day one. It don't matter if you even push these guys; they still dead.
I'm just explaining in the match.
Somebody did something backstage.
They tried to make the Ascension seem like they was a big deal when they gave them that win a couple of weeks ago. Oh, the Ascension might be no. Smart people know the Ascension ain't shit.
I'm like, even on,
They
I'm
just
like,
handed the tag team title to the Ascension. The Ascension can't even beat Heath Slater.
I'm like, when
So,
they,
well, actually, they couldn't. So,
I'm like,
they just ain't shit. Nobody cares about the Ascension.
They made him look pretty good though.
I'm like, what happened
They
to the trans-
try.
I'm like, what is this? Happened
No,
the
I mean-
transition between the main roster and NXT for them? I'm like, did somebody sneeze in Vince's face or something?
Okay, Triple H was good at hiding their weaknesses.
the
I brought this up the last time we mentioned
The
the Ascension.
consensus of the IWC is that the environment in NXT masks a lot of their bad stuff.
Oh,
so
we know that.
they were already
Yeah.
boring. Like that's what the IWC consensus.
It's
That
shit
they
the
were already
Ascension-
boring. You
It's
just didn't
shit
know
the Ascension can't do that work the NXT thing. NXT, when the Ascension's the biggest team there and they just destroying guys, is impressive because you get to see them destroy guys every week. So they look like a dominant tag team because they beating up guys who 5'10 and 5'11. But then when you bring them to the main roster when there's guys their size, and then you realize Connor can't cut a promo to save his life. He can't wrestle worth shit. Victor can at least wrestle because he came out of the Heart Dungeon. So you know he can wrestle. But he has no personality at
Yeah,
all.
Rhino got in this match though.
But
The Ascension is just dead. Like, I'm through with the Ascension.
Now they did look good at the early part when they first got into beat down American Alpha for like 3 or 4 minutes.
That's why I call them the Atlanta Falcons, because they had to leave. Both those guys were done for. All they had to do was do follow man, but no, they should, instead of putting Gable to pasture, they said we're gonna do a holding right here. You know
that was scares me about the Authors of Pain to get called up.
Oh, that'd be alright.
Then they
then
American Alpha pulled the Roman Reigns, which nobody complained about, and they won out of nowhere with the Grand Amplitude.
I had a problem.
Like they got their ass beat John Cena style, but all of a sudden they get Roman Reigns strength out of nowhere.
The Uso beat the shit out of American.
That shit was so funny.
It wasn't even a short beat. It was a long beating. A long beating. The beating was so long when the Ascension came out that all they had to do was one move and pin.
They did.
But these motherfuckers weren't smart enough to at least go look at the other dude.
They hit
they hit Chad Gable.
Yeah.
No, they hit Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. Well, I think they did defend Jason Jordan, Chad Gable first.
They hit the finisher.
They hit the finisher on Jason Jordan, and then Victor got out the ring. And then they came in and broke it up, and that's all it took to beat the Ascension. Like, the Ascension are garbage.
Remember the Ascension. Now, who called them the Descension?
That was me.
That's what they are.
The Descension.
They lost their name. They said they didn't lose it that night. They lost it the next night.
Well, here's how bad it
They're
is.
the dead Ascension.
Hey, here's how bad it is. They're that dead, and guess who was in the match by looking at this? Was the Vaudevillains.
They got beat first.
They got beat down.
Oh,
They got beat second. They got beat second.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhino and Heath took care of them real quick.
Heath Slater hit one of them with a smash hit. I'm like, what?
That's a team that was more buried than the Ascension.
Damn, but Heath and Slater, Heath and whatchamacallit, Rhino were doing pretty good.
Yeah, Rhino got in.
Until the Usos got in there and
Yeah.
ended that shit.
Right team won, but I guess in this case, except for the Usos and Heath team, I mean, they're pretty much the only team that should have won.
And why the Usos keep taking L's to American Alpha, man? Like,
nobody knows what I said about Mickey James. Like all the older talent for the old era, just enhancing the new guys. I guess I can't complain too much but I guess got to win something sooner or later.
It was a decent match though.
Or deliver more long beatings. So we can go with that.
Okay. Next match. Nikki Bella versus Natalya.
I honestly didn't see this match.
I did.
I was just saying now, I hated the finish. But that's
I know the finish, and I did see him continue to fight
after
after the match.
Another technical
I just didn't watch the match.
Well, at least on Natalia's side, it was technical. Well, actually, no, it was pretty technical to start out.
It was technical.
Then they started going in.
Nikki did a lot more stuff that I thought she would do with somebody with an injured, that had an injured neck. I put it like that.
Let me talk about the feud real quick. I love this feud.
Yeah,
like a blood feud in the women's division. It ain't got nothing to do with the women's title. Not a damn thing. It's just that.
That interview.
Natty is just tired of Nikki being handed everything. And, I don't blame him. But at the same time, Nikki earning this shit now. It ain't like before when you were mad you were getting handed shit.
I still don't want to hear her talk though. They need to stop having her on the table.
Nikki said can't that. But Nikki's earned her keep now.
Hey, hold on. When she dressed in Italian, that was funny.
Congratulations on the baby, Bree. But don't come back. Nikki, Nikki, you earn your keep. Nikki, you earn your keep. You actually worked on your skills and got better.
Here's the problem.
Keep trying.
Bree big
that's the Bree. Don't even come back.
Bree big got better, but problem with Bree is
she wasn't that good. So when she got better, she still was bad.
She improved a whole lot. Especially carrying Stephanie McMahon to a match like that. That was just. I'm like, but
Bree didn't get better, even though that should have been Nikki in that.
The problem is,
Stephanie, but I understand.
Bree's problem was like, obviously they're choosing the bigger boobs, so we know who's getting pushed the most. The problem with Natty's thing is, in the beginning, when the Bellas getting their ass whooped, they're just twin cheerleaders or wherever they were. So it wasn't like they were handing it, they were getting their ass beat for a long time. And Vince never wanted to let them actually wrestle.
Yeah, he didn't want them to be wrestled. That's what I'm saying. Like, I used to always hear Daniel Bryan defend the Bellas because, of course, he married to Brie. And I used to be like, you just saying that because he married to Brie. But he made a good point. They could have just been models like Kelly and Candice Michelle, and I can keep going, and Tori Wilson. But they actually worked to get better.
And at least none of them ever...
Even though they still sucked, they at least tried. They could have not did it. They've been in the same position.
And they could have tried to force a pin while their opponent was face down.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Get rid of that woman.
Oh my goodness!
Even though I didn't like Total Divas, she was good on that show. But that's because she was ghetto, and that show needed a ghetto character.
Hey, funny is the Bellas could have just been on Total Divas and Total Bellas and just like fuck wrestling.
Yeah.
They could have been doing 2-minute matches. I'm like, nigga could have stayed out with that neck injury. She had to come back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she earned her keep. I got no problem with Nikki.
Nikki need to teach John Cena how to do an STF.
Anybody who
That part.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Like, maybe Nikki's used to that. So
did Nikki teach John to move?
No, she was showing.
He just ain't learned it yet.
No, I think if she was showing him the move, he would have remembered.
But man, she does them move so beautiful. I mean, like it's like John. Look at your girl, man.
Didn't she do another submission too that we didn't know she had, or what?
I forgot what submission it was. Was it the figure 4?
I'm about to say, ever been deeper in the figure 4 lately.
No.
G.O. Man, who would not want to take something from G.O.D.? If I was a wrestler, the figure 4 would be my finisher.
I know Concept didn't like.
But I would have to call G.O.D. first.
I know Concept didn't
Actually,
like.
he would be my manager. I'd be like, hey, either G.O.D. be my manager, I quit.
What the fuck is that?
That's the only way I would want to wrestle.
What the fuck is that?
With Ric Flair in my corner.
But I mean,
AKA G.O.D.
Concept probably didn't like anybody. Like I said, considering the fact that WWE from especially Attitude Era on to about what you call it, that was pretty much one way they always extend the feud. You almost guarantee you're not getting a clean finish.
Well,
you almost never get a clean finish back in the day. Something is going to mess it up.
Well, I didn't like it, but I knew why it happened because you got to have the Falls Count Anywhere match, which I called last month because you fighting everywhere. Like you got to have the match. I thought it was gonna be a street fight. I was wrong on that part. But
I know they wasn't Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be both.
They planting the seed. You seen they've been planting the seed for that mixed tag match at Mania.
Yeah, the whole powder thing.
Maurice got that powder on
That
her.
shit was funny. Like Nikki was getting interviewed, and then she came
blindsided
that bitch. Like, God dang, this is great.
I like how Natalya do it. Like Nikki be doing an interview, right? And then Natalya be like, "Oh, how you get interview time? Did John give you interview time? Did you get hit in the mouth?" And I'm like, "Yep, they going at it again." And then Nikki be like, "I don't blame me. She just keep attacking me." Nikki got that face you just want to punch, I guess.
And Nikki hit a nice spear on Natalya too when they was fighting outside the ring.
Yeah. Charlotte, take lessons from that. Fuck your spear.
She need to take lessons from Gilbert even.
And I will say this: how did Nikki get so lucky that she don't get beat in her hometown? Everybody else get beat in their hometown. Nikki get a double count out.
That's a good question.
I thought she would take it to L.
Boobs.
Even I like even Nakamura lost his hometown. I'm like, man. Like, don't wrestle in your hometown.
Okay. The next match, possibly sleeper of the night, maybe match of the night. I don't know. Randy Orton versus Luke Harper.
No, I wouldn't go that.
It wasn't match of the night because of the Elimination Chamber. But it would have been if that match wasn't done. I love the damn match. I like, finally they let Luke Harper shine.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've been waiting for years. Luke Harper been a beast since he stepped in the door. And this is one thing I never got. I have never understood this. Vince McMahon got all these infatuations with these big men. Most of the ones he pushing can't wrestle. You got one right there you don't want to push.
Well, you said because he was old.
I mean, like, he wasn't old when he got there.
The interesting thing is,
been there 4 or 5 years now. Now he's like 37. He was 32 when he came in.
The interesting thing was, last year, he had ACL injury.
He was still part of the Wyatt family. That wasn't his
But-
push. Everybody know that was the Braun Strowman
But
push.
but the other thing was the Wyatt family was he basically Bray handled it because Randy Orton up. He got the title match. What they always handled the Wyatts was like they could just do whatever. Bray's the leader. But what got me is injuries. Then when they actually about to do something with that whole thing with The Rock, because The Rock, when he also turned face later, Bray gets injured, so the whole family's put on the bench again. And then I guess the next time they could have did something, well, Luke Harper was injured, and we were like, what shows he going to go to? And of course, nobody care about Rowan, he's injured.
Well, you know, I would say...
So I mean, as a family, I'm like, almost anytime they actually had any kind of push besides the Shield, besides that whole feud with the Shield, I'm like, somebody either got injured or some BS occurred.
Yeah, and I will say this. Luke Harper was supposed to be on Raw, though. Eric Rowan injury kind of fucked that. But even though, it's kind of hard to believe that story because Eric Rowan was already kind of getting shoved out the Wyatt family before he got injured.
It helped Luke Harper that he got put on SmackDown.
Yeah, Luke Harper should have went to SmackDown. Like, I never agreed with that whole him going to Raw thing. I'm glad he went to SmackDown.
I think that whole Raw thing was just a smoke screen. Cause I don't think he ever was going to go to ever going to go to Raw.
Nah, they changed that the last minute because he was traveling with the Raw team. And then
Yeah, they said he'll rehab and travel with the Raw team, but
he could have traveled with the SmackDown team that he had, though.
But you remember, the Raw and SmackDown teams, they're going through the same cities together. So they were already traveling together.
No, not then. That's what at the beginning of the brand split, they were traveling together. They separate now.
But I mean, at that time when he was rehabbing, they were still traveling together. And then late, they just stopped reporting on it. Everybody like, okay, he's going to Raw. I'm like, Luke Harper just rehabbing with the Raw boys. I said, I guarantee you, he's going to SmackDown.
But I do like what SmackDown does though, because Luke Harper could have just been lost in the shuffle once Randy Orton joined the family. That would look like what was happening. But they decided to make a feud between them two. They should do a triple threat at Mania.
I mean, the storyline the Wyatts have had since Luke got to SmackDown, there's nobody else you could have did that with. Because no one would give a shit on Eric Rowan.
That's true.
And with Braun Strowman on Raw, like, there was nobody that could have worked with but Luke.
But it cleared the writing just so much better on SmackDown. They probably thought of this after Luke got there, though, to do this storyline.
The match was really good, though. Randy, it started off slow, of course, because he's Randy Orton.
He need to put them packs down.
But nah, I love Orton's style of wrestling, though. That slow, methodical pace. It's what Triple H did. Orton did do it better.
He does it slower.
That's right. He does it slower than Triple H.
I like my metal slow,
but he's a heel. That's what he's supposed to do.
He was a face. Go ham. Slow.
It was a little turned up when he was a face.
But you remember, like, when he had matches with
the Viper.
But you remember, probably with some of that slow, like when he had matches with Roman, it just even worse.
But he was a heel then, so he had to slow it down.
Or even with John Cena, what we don't want to see again.
The match he had with Cena, the last one he had, was really good. The ending sucked.
For the time he got, And Cena got beat clean.
And then Cena kicked out the RKO. The RKO been shutting down everybody. Can't shut down Cena, though. I guess you can't be mad at it.
They shut down Luke Harper because that's how the match ended. Luke tried to go for the discus clothesline.
I love how he did it. He went for the
discus. Shoved his arm.
Yeah, like spit him back the other way.
And then RKO the shit out of him. Remember what led to that, though? Those double super kicks.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. I thought I'd do one day.
I catch a name spots in this match, like the sit down power bomb. I like.
Well, yeah, and he did a drop kick too.
What they call it, the Tome. I forgot what they call it. Eddie Guerrero was very famous for it. When he spring from the outside and do like a swanton. Morrow called it in the match. I just can't say it.
Tope Atomico?
That.
Yeah. I'm surprised I remember that.
Then the suicide dive.
2K for that
he
one.
Did. The Orton scoop slam on the outside.
The table usage.
Yeah, when what's his name pulled a Randy Orton and did that backdrop on the table.
That's like your turn, nigga.
That whole match was just amazing. It wasn't even that long. But it went about 15 minutes.
17 minutes actually.
But that's all the time he needed.
Yeah, it told a really good story.
So it was about 6 minutes of actual action, and the rest were the other 11 minutes was Randy rest hold.
Actually, he only used a rest hold once in this match.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of the match pacing though, and doing this.
And then what I like, you get in the match with Luke Harper, but you better be ready to take hits, boy, cause
he strikes.
But he was smacking Orton across the face.
Yeah.
Boy, you remember what he did the last night? I mean, He putting the fuck out of that, on that sword.
He's the only one to really do damage to Lesnar since the whole Suplex City started.
Yeah.
After Cena, who should have beat him before Seth fucked that up.
Then Goldberg nuked that bitch.
Yeah, Goldberg, like, what the fuck? But that's the other show. Back to Luke Harper.
Yeah.
This should make no guy transcended though.
He should win the Battle Royal tonight. Because they're not going to do Bray Wyatt versus Luke Harper at WrestleMania 1-on-1. That would be a great swerve. But it's not going to happen. I think they're going to do a triple threat. Which would be pretty good. Because that keep this whole storyline going. This way Bray can retain the title by pinning Luke.
What, the Battle Royals for Randy Orton's title spot?
Yep.
Yeah.
If Randy don't want to face him, why would Randy even fight?
No, Randy's not in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, he's not in.
Oh, so he legitimately gave up everything completely.
Yes.
Air quotes. Yeah, he gave it.
But he can change his mind now. If Luke Harper wins, he's going to change his mind.
If he does, D brought the confirmed worst GM ever. You just make stipulation and you go back on your word.
Unless he make Orton face Harper for the spot again, and they do it 1-on-1.
Those damn concussions, man. They can do some thing.
Hey, well, man, they better have him take 2 L's, but that would be fun if he beats him.
Oh, God.
But what would be this? It would be fun. A swerve is Randy Orton actually wins and then actually tries to fight Bray in Mania, and then Harper up here swerves and he's still loyal to Bray. Because with the Wyatts, like I said, this has been the best book feud they have done in a while.
In a long time. They
And
make you care for Randy Orton.
And I still don't trust the situation.
Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble, and nobody had a problem with it. They had a problem with Roman being 30,
Never
but
heard of him.
not Randy winning the Rumble.
Hey,
Well,
I
because
love
Roman
Roman
was
30
30,
because
that's
that was a mate.
That was fun.
I hated that shit.
I loved it because all the like the dude from what's it, the Mark remark. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, it actually worked.
Fuck off.
What's he wrote about that? I'm like,
Fuck off. Oh, it actually worked. That shit had me killed. That had me dying, man.
anyway, I saw Roman, I'm like, I already know Bray or Randy's gonna win the Rumble. The moment I saw it, I'm like, one of them two gonna win the Rumble. Cause there's no way Roman's winning this.
I'm gonna say this about that, and I'll be done. I think I said this in the last one. What pissed me off the most about Roman coming out 30 is that the whole Rumble, no big surprises or nothing important really happened. And Roman comes out last. Not only is it Roman, a lot of things settle in. First of all, Roman's the one who come out last. So that means you ain't getting no big surprise. No Samoa Joe coming. Ain't no Finn. Ain't no big guy coming.
No Rey Mysterio. All the guys know name like, who the hell?
No Omega. I don't know where that came from, but I understand why. But
He was on the other side of the earth.
yeah, exactly.
If I was still hoping.
That was number one. Number two, Roman had just had a title shot and shouldn't have been in the Rumble in the first place.
That's my problem right there.
That what got me. I was like, are you fucking kidding? Not only did Roman get a shot at the title early, now he's number 30. Cause it devalues the Rumble to me. Like, you can get a championship match, lose, and still go compete in the Rumble.
Hey, if you want to show
Because this is what I'm saying. What if Roman wins this match? Unless they tell me in advance the loser of this match could be in the Rumble still, that kind of pisses me off. Because let's say Kevin Owens lost and Roman won the belt. Was Kevin Owens coming out 30?
he could.
That would have been cool.
He wouldn't be the first person.
Tell me that. That's the problem with WWE. They don't tell you shit.
Well, Roman's not the first person to pull double duty in the Rumble.
I know Randy Orton did it when Del Rio won.
Never heard of him.
But it was hilarious to me. At least Roman actually was selling the fact he was in the match.
Oh, the guy that's banned Page. Gotcha.
Yeah.
At least he was selling that he was in the match. But that's still hilarious. When that music hit and the
Page wasn't
reactions.
selling it.
But we could go to what? Alexa Bliss and Naomi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Talk about it, shit.
Before we talk about the match, I hated that they took the title off Alexa Bliss. I don't get that at all. I would have prolonged this shit to let Naomi win the belt in my
The
hometown.
rumor was so she could have it going into WrestleMania, so she could be in her hometown. Because you know they're gonna give SmackDown the short end of the stick when it comes to the WrestleMania match, so they ain't gonna have room for it.
They gave him the short end of the stick at Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but they had the best match, Cena and Styles.
That WrestleMania card is already too full. They don't have enough room to support. First of all, you got 8 championships. If they're all to be defended, that means let's say on the main
Wasn't
card.
WrestleMania last time 7 hours?
Yeah, but I'll say
it's gonna
on
be
the main
more, you better
card.
be prepared. It's gonna be longer than that.
On the main card, you gotta have at least 10 matches. I would assume 4-hour pay-per-view. Gotta have 10 matches. I don't think 8 of those matches gonna be championship, especially when you got that mixed tag match that's gonna take over a spot.
They're not gonna defend
Triple
all
H
the
gonna take over a spot.
That's what they said. They ain't defending all of
It's
it.
possible they could, but
The
they're
Smack-
gonna
no,
be on pre-show.
The two women titles are getting defended at Mania. I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
No, they say Smack. They say well, actually, yeah, they say
Pre-show. You see, it's gonna
yeah,
be like 13
They
matches
said,
on
yeah,
this
they
whole
said
card.
Nikki Bella, whoever faced. They said SmackDown wasn't gonna get a match originally. I thought that's what the rumor was, or whoever facing Nikki, whoever is feuding with Nikki Bella, that's who's gonna get the match, despite who's the champion.
Nikki
But
Bella,
but now they're talking about it's gonna be a tag match.
yeah, Nikki
which
Bella
doesn't make sense, but it's
in that
WrestleMania.
mixed tag match.
Yeah, no, I mean it's gonna be another tag. It's gonna be Naomi and Lynch versus Mickey and Alexa. That's the other rumor.
That's most likely to happen too.
Which don't make sense, but it's WrestleMania.
It's WrestleMania. They're gonna try and get everybody on this card. That's the whole point of the whole Andre Memorial Battle Royal, so everybody can get on this
Yeah,
card.
I know the paycheck Battle Royal.
When they just make that shit important, make it important.
Make it have make it have something good, like a number one contendership. That's on
Well,
title.
Yeah,
It is important just for that extra paycheck.
You got Baron Corbin.
The winner can
Yeah.
get
He
a
misses it every
championship
now and
match. Like that, make it's simple things you could do to make almost everything
Well,
important.
if you make it too important, that means you're pretty much gonna just push some of the guys, lower card guys, out the match.
And like this was brought up last weekend. Like they should really have a power ranking. Like WWE do have a power ranking, but they should really have it be in the storyline, so we can start having these random ass matches for no reason.
I don't remember much that happened during this match with Naomi and Alexa. All I know is that the rear view is now a signature move and not a finisher.
It's been a sig.
No, it used to
for
be
a
a
while.
finisher.
It used to be a
remember?
finisher back in the day, but
Yeah, but it's been a
it's
signature
been
for
a
a
finisher
while.
for a long time now.
Yeah.
I'm talking years.
What the?
Actually, it has put some people down though. It has put some people down, but
Yeah, that's Jay.
yeah.
Mostly what I remember was the ending. There was a weird spot where she tried the double jump split leg moonsault one time, and Alexa rolled out the way. It looked kind of weird because then she tried to do the foot on the ropes roll up, and the ref caught her. It looked kind of sloppy. Then I can't remember what happened after that. I don't know if she got laid out, and then she hit the split leg moonsault again. But Alexa, for some reason, moved and ended up hitting it, and Naomi ended up hitting her with her knees, which I'm pretty sure is what led to the injury.
I was about this match. Oh, the match was cut short because of time restraints or something. That's why the match was so sloppy.
Yeah,
Because they had to take time out of that match for the main event.
you could have had a 30-minute elimination chamber. They had a 35-minute. Well, you could have shaved. Well, you could have shaved off 2 minutes.
They were shaving off minutes. People were supposed to come out every what? Was it 5 minutes?
Yeah, some people who came out early,
Like
longer,
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
and some people came out later than they were supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it felt like it took forever for the mid to come out.
Mm.
But anyway.
Well, that's because he hid in there. Since we talking about it, that's because he hid in there. Oh yeah, well Naomi won the championship.
Yes.
I did.
Yes, and our chat was relevant until he got his name changed.
Hey, I still don't agree with Naomi one time. Right the hot hand.
Hey,
And then it would have been a much bigger deal when Naomi beat her at WrestleMania.
Hey, I'm
What
glad
they
she
should
did
do.
win it.
Well, they said they were gonna have that kind of match, but they said it's gonna whoever be feuding.
That's another thing.
Nikki Bella was gonna be.
WrestleMania don't feel
the
important no
Divas
more
match
because they just
before
throw everybody
they
on the card. Make people earn the spot to be on WrestleMania.
Agreed.
Cena,
Well, you gonna have that long as whatchamacallit, so I guess you can't do that.
Cena and AJ started it off.
Oh, we at the chamber now?
Yeah.
Oh, let me announce it then.
Huh?
The Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship. Okay, good discuss.
Oh yeah. AJ and Cena started it
You
off.
gotta name the competitors unless we just gonna name
I'll
every time
name
they
the
come out the chamber.
Editors, let me see here. We have John Cena, AJ Styles, The Miz, Dean Ambrose, Baron Corbin, and Bray Wyatt. Okay.
A great lineup. At least it would be great. At least the way they were booked, it's a great lineup. If they was on Raw, this lineup would kind of suck.
Yeah, it would suck on Raw.
Gee, that's quite sad, actually.
Strowman, Roman.
No, I mean,
No,
if these
no.
people were on with
If
Raw's
these people
writing,
on Raw with Raw's
with
writing,
their writing,
this Chambers
this
match would
what's
suck. Yeah. Look who in it. They wouldn't do nothing with half these guys.
Oh, they were in it. Somebody think something was a throwaway match.
The fact that the men would be in it, people would be pissed. Because he wouldn't be doing shit on Raw.
He was doing stuff on Raw before the brand split.
but not like this.
Not like this, though. The fact that we have no problem with him being WWE champion now tells you that SmackDown has better writing than Raw. They made the Miz valuable.
Well, the Miz did that for a while. He started that whole A-lister thing.
But he wasn't WWE championship material at that time. Because he still couldn't wrestle.
Well, yeah, they shake out the whole. Wait, he really can't still wrestle. Now he's just good at what he does.
I mean, but he's added stuff to his resume. He's stepped his game up. He's been having great
He stole
matches.
G. Bryan's move.
That's what it was. He stole G. Brown move.
He know how to do the style. He know how to do the style correctly.
They made Baron Corbin look really strong in this match.
Oh boy, did they? He should have won. Actually, he was so dominant. He should have won. That was the only way to get rid of him.
Now,
was bullshit. Then he killed Dean Ambrose.
Yes, he killed Dean Ambrose. I've seen the ass whooping in my days.
Yes.
What he did to Dean Ambrose was not fair.
I was very disappointed with how Corbin got eliminated until that ass whooping happened. I would have been very disappointed.
I wasn't mad at how he got eliminated because that's the only way you was getting rid of him.
Yeah, that was the only way. And then
He would have probably won the damn thing.
Jesus, man.
So give me that. So
he got drugged.
So at Mania, give me Corbin versus Braun Strowman.
They gotta do a Raw versus SmackDown match this year.
I will
like the old days.
That would be a nice match.
Hopefully, The Rock appearing at the end of the B show was his appearance for the year, and he doesn't show up at WrestleMania. But I know that's not gonna happen. Back to this.
Well, no, why do you expect the Rock to actually show up during the show?
You know, when Corbin beat down Dean Ambrose after he was eliminated, it reminded me when Kevin Nash gave everybody jackknives. At the elimination, that shit was funny. Everybody got a jackknife, man. That shit was funny. Then he left.
If Corbin used a sheer drop powerbomb as a finisher, that would actually be pretty cool.
I like his move now. Shit.
Yeah, I know. I like it now, but a powerbomb suits him. A sheer drop powerbomb suits him.
That would be nice. Like one of the signatures.
Not as a finisher, just like the look he has. It's like he's 7 feet tall, and just he's sinister. He could just chunk somebody. Like
give it a big cast. Right?
Yeah,
Big cast do a jackknife.
Oh, Corbin. Like I'm just saying, Corbin would look nice if he did the jackknife.
Yeah, he would.
That should be beastly. But all right, who? Oh yeah. So Dean Ambrose is left for dead. So Vince finally got out of his fucking shell, just like me talking to people, and pinned him, and Dean Ambrose was eliminated.
And the Miz went to work for a while.
Yeah.
Started drop kicking the shit out of people.
You mean stealing?
Then that man he could never beat
John
without
Cena.
the Rock help. Caught him with one AA, and then he made the Miz look weak because Miz didn't kick out like everybody else does.
Well, that's because Miz ain't on everybody else's level.
See, you missed the point. That was a 2009 attitude adjustment. It's a little bit stronger. You can put somebody down. Actually,
in order to cross into the S tier, you have to beat John Cena.
God damn it.
Miz ain't there. AJ Styles can do it, but AJ Styles, I don't think he S tier yet.
AJ might be S tier.
He
beat Cena 3 times straight.
AJ Styles can walk in the door. He just can't stay in the house.
It sounds S tier on certain days.
I think AJ is.
Yeah, he is.
No.
Well, yeah, he is because it takes two to three AAs to get rid of him.
Cena AA this man, then rolled over and did it again because he knew it wasn't gonna beat him. So AJ there.
No, I'll put AJ Styles, since he's from Georgia. I'll put AJ Styles on the porch. He just go and get some. He can go and get some sweet tea and then sit back on the porch.
I can't give him anything lower than that, man. I'm sorry. sorry.
So he's sitting right there.
That's the wrestler in the world, man.
So he's
It's hard to
sitting.
give us.
So he's sitting there at 0. He had tier 0.5. So he's right there on the porch.
Then Bray Wyatt got rid of John Cena clean with just a sister.
Wow, it only took 4 years.
And Bray on the porch.
It only took 4 years to want to put over Bray.
He climbed out of that 6-foot hole that Vinnie Mac dug.
6-foot hole?
Yes, that he had.
Hey,
dude, that's the bomber's pit of Calcutta he climbed out of.
It's funny because Cena dropped him in the hole, right? And Bray just been climbing and climbing. And when Bray stuck his hand at it was Cena the one who grabbed him back out.
You was the real profit dog for this one.
He was like, I just put you on punishment.
You was the real
I put
profit
you in a
dog for this
hole
one.
like you're prison.
I've been saying it for years, like, man, Bray Wyatt ain't got nothing to worry about. I mean, when he lost some match by some clean fashion. I'm like, man, I'm not worried about Bray Wyatt. Once he pull the trigger on Bray Wyatt, it's gonna be great. It's gonna work out with Bray Wyatt.
He got out of that hole that Vince
That is
had
true.
tasked John Cena to use that brass shovel and dig Bray Wyatt that hole for you.
Nah, bro, that show was made of gold.
If it wasn't for that brass plate, Bray would still be digging.
Yeah.
Bray would still be digging.
The opposite direction.
So the only problem is, the only thing I say about Bray, the only time I worry about Bray is if they take his promos from him. And I said, since they ain't take his promos from him, I'm like, okay, I'm not worried about Bray. He's going to do something. The moment he got you, do some
Yeah, he injured prone. That been killing Bray too. You brought it up earlier.
We have covered all the eliminations, haven't we?
No.
Because we haven't talked about how AJ went for the phenomenal four.
Well, yeah, this is the last elimination. That's what I mean.
And
We
got-
covered everything else.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We did. Cena did kick out Style Clash because he is S tier. He's S tier.
From the white is an albatross in the Battle Royal.
An albatross.
Mojo O'Reilly.
Oh yeah, he's gonna die.
I just had to say that. What you be talking about?
But you know who the favorites is in this battle royal. You got Luke, AJ, Cena, James.
I don't even know.
Uncle Luke?
I don't even know who the participants is.
He's the legend.
I skipped that article.
Wait, Ellsworth in there?
He better be.
Yeah, he should be a.
He should be a favorite.
He should be Prophet Dog. He beat AJ Styles 3 times. That's the legend.
Yeah, Ellsworth.
Why you think we call him AJ Styles?
If he's in there, it'll be funny. It'll be funny. He's reaching AJ gets eliminated.
Oh man.
He would have won the Royal Rumble and Dean ain't tricked him.
It'd be funny if like the bell rings and they just jump his ass. They just give a legendary
How
beat
did
down.
AJ Styles get eliminated? Because I know they had a good back and forth before this happened.
He went for the phenomenal forearm and then Bray caught him and Sister Abigail him to death.
And dropped the shit out of him.
Yeah. Looked like he hesitated a little bit before that Sister Abigail.
He had to, because he
And
didn't realize it was about to happen until it happened.
And then 3 seconds later, the whole world was in Bray's hand.
And somehow Randy Orton was at the entrance ramp.
You know, Orton can teleport now.
Yeah. And he can make his eyes glow if he wanted to too.
Oh, that promo, I thought that nigga was high.
He was shit.
He probably went to Vince and said, "Hey, you know what really helped my eyes glow? This right here." SmackDown gonna be amazing these next 7 weeks because they're actually gonna build toward WrestleMania. Raw gonna wait till WrestleMania get there and say, "We probably should have built toward it."
They still got Fastlane though. They still got
built-
Fastlane.
yeah.
So.
They ain't built toward Fastlane. They just threw shit together.
Well, they
Yeah,
are
so-
building.
Well, they got another
Bailey and Charlotte.
Well, the women's stuff always gonna be built up, but
2 weeks.
Whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Braun
Strowman
Strowman and
thing.
Roman,
That's
that's
in 2
being
weeks.
built up. Yeah.
And Braun Strowman just got a match of the year candidate with the Big Show.
I ain't watched this
I
shit,
wouldn't
man.
go.
couldn't
I wouldn't
do
go
it.
that
match of the
far,
year,
but
but
Hey,
it was a good match.
Really good match.
It was a good match.
Hey,
though.
it's a nominee for me.
What the hell?
I did not.
Yeah, you should have seen.
Big Show and Braun Strowman had a good match.
because
Yes,
Big Show,
they did.
because Big Show's not fat
Hey,
anymore.
I was shocked that on Reddit they would call that match of the year candidate. I'm like, I was
hell?
thinking it watching that. I'm like,
Damn.
that's why I seen the live chat. So I'm like, damn.
I fast
I
forward
said,
to
this
that
must
shit.
be amazing.
Then I deleted it.
It was a
delete, delete.
That's what I do. That's what I do on my TiVo when I
But
see Raw.
nah.
Delete.
I was not gonna pay too much attention to that rock. I like, man, I
I delete so hard. I delete SmackDown. I be like, oh wait, I can't recover.
Oh, well, they
SmackDown.
like you missed, but outside of that Kevin Owens promo where he stole Batista's spotlight.
on my I was doing some other stuff. And I'm like,
shit.
and I remember like, okay, yeah, I want to see this guy. Like Big Show been showing all the Instagram pictures of him in the gym. I'm like, okay, so Alex, we're gonna have a Hobbs fight. I'm like,
the third hour was the best hour.
So?
I know we're off topic now, but we basically covered the show.
Yeah, because we covered everything.
And Deoxys just cut this part.
Well,
wait.
I'll just go ahead.
We could just do the random part for the last 7 minutes, but
No.
guys. First of all, Braun Strowman did a fucking kip up.
That was...
When I saw that, I was just like,
What
what the hell?
That dude too big to be doing that kind of shit.
Only thing that made me mad about that match, when I saw Big Show going for that top rope spot, and I'm like, oh yes, we finna actually have this top rope superplex with these two big guys. And then he messed the spot up. I looked the way he saw it messed up, I'm like...
No, he didn't mess it up. Braun countered.
Yeah, it's messed up.
You know what he said, yeah.
I looked away for 1 second, I'm like, oh, the spot ain't happening. Because that made me look back, the crowd started booing.
Yeah. And
I'm like, when I heard the crowd boo, I'm like, they didn't do the spot.
And
they want to get ready to do the spot. And I'm like...
That's where the messed up looking power slam the person came from.
That almost dropped my score in that match. I'm like, okay. Then the straps came down, so Braun Strowman powered up.
See, Goham, you was depending on Big Show still being fat. He ain't fat no more. Braun Strowman got a bigger stomach than Big Show do.
But does he?
Big Show had to put on a good match since the match he had with Roman that I still haven't seen.
Well,
I guess I ain't gonna never watch a good Big Show match.
Well, see, if Big Show would have gotten in shape back then when he was fighting Roman, he'd have had an even better match.
Cause see now,
I don't like to watch two big guys wrestle anymore. Cause I always think they're gonna be slow and.
No, it was not slow. Big
I
Show,
forgot Braun Strowman could actually athletic.
Big Show done
Big Show, that's a good move.
Yeah, he got some speed now, but it's too late. He would get in shape now when it's too late.
Shit, Shaq Diesel coming for him, man.
Hey,
shit, I ain't getting in shape to fight Shaq.
Hey, I play this with WWE wrestling now with more safety. I'm like Big Show, like, hey, let me get in shape. I probably can wrestle like this till I'm about 50 something.
Well, they saying right now they're saying that the Shaq match might not happen.
Oh, Big Show taking shots still. Shaq ready. It kind of if it don't happen because they probably spoiled it.
How many title reigns?
That's all they talk about.
How many title reigns did Big Show have? One time champion Big Show.
Let's hope whatever number it is. Let's hope that stays the same forever.
But y'all ready to cut the episode and just talk?
One second.
Because I don't even know how many title reigns he has.
1 second. 1 second though. Oh shit.
He just better not have no more. It's Braun Strowman time. He the new big man.
Wow, he won Rookie of the Year in 1996.
Did you did a Rookie of the Year?
I thought it was 95.
96 Rookie of the Year. Wrestler of the Year 96 for PWI. Are they on drugs?
Well, didn't he?
The Big Show.
He could
The
do
Big Show.
Couldn't he do a moonsault at that time?
Okay, he's won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship twice and the WWE Championship 2 times.
4 times.
ECW World Champion once.
Do we count that?
World Heavyweight Championship twice.
6.
That's a lot of other championships. Oh, he's the 24th Triple Crown as well.
So
the only man to hold
Big
all
Show,
major world titles.
Since Shaq,
except that
since Shaq loves talking about rings, Big Show has 6.
It's true.
Shaq should have had 6. Damn it, Kobe. You cost him 1.
Hey, cost him 1, then Shaq got fat too, so.
Shaq did get fat.
But he'll get fat with his leg, because by his last year,
Then he got back in shape with the Heat.
Well, he was in Miami, so.
Then his stint in Phoenix is like his last run.
I thought he was going to carry LeBron. I thought he was going to help carry LeBron to a championship in Cleveland.
Nah, that wasn't going to happen.
Anyway.
But he was just too out of shape by then.
This is a good time to end episode 57.
Wait, no, hold on, before you end that.
God damn it!
Because I know I'm not going to remember this about WrestleMania.
Okay.
Because what Braun Strowman did at the end of Raw, he beat the Big Show. I felt about
The Big Show?
As soon as he beats the Big Show, Roman music start like Roman was.
That shit was so funny. I'm like, damn.
I'm like, what the hell, Roman?
Where's the...
And then Roman comes out the ring getting crunked. And then Braun Strowman hits that nigga with a stink meter drop kick. And I was like, I was done. He kicked the fuck out of Roman. I'm like, okay, Roman coming with a Superman punch to go to the spear. And then I see Braun Strowman do I don't know what the fish called, a sit-out drop kick.
They call it a front drop kick on Day of Reckoning. So
I know they call it a sit-out one time.
Close enough. It looked like a sit-out drop kick.
When he hit that Stinkman drop kick, kicked Roman in the chest or shoulders. And I was like, oh my goodness, all I thought was Stink meter when that happened. Then Braun Strowman theme hit. Kipper, you did a damn Kipper. And you kick Roman in the chest.
And he rolled through what's that when you lock hands? What's that called? He rolled through that.
Hammerlock?
No, not a hammerlock. Big, you know that little rapper where they twist the arm and spin and hold it.
Arm
a
wrench?
little bit. Well, yeah, arm wrench. He rolled out of that. Yeah, he did that.
The fuck?
You know the luchador roll?
Nah, like a barrel roll. Like a regular roll.
Do a barrel roll.
You know when they have the arm tied up?
Yeah.
Arm
Yeah,
wrench,
he just rolled out of it.
I'm thinking of the luchador thing when you have him in the arm lock and they just stand there and then they roll over.
Yeah, that's what he did.
I'm done.
I must have been looking away at that point.
Oh man,
I'm done.
I just seen something.
Um,
I'm not gonna talk about it. Spoiler.
okay. That's the end of Real Wrestling episode 57. Bye. Peace.